Why, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm Cheryl, and this is True Crime and Other Stuff. Thanks for being here, where I like to bring you the facts about true crime, the missing, current events, or anything I find interesting or important. Today, I wanted to go over the interrogation of Richard Allen. A lot of people seem to think that he's not guilty. I think he is guilty, but I like to watch these tapes to see, you know, maybe I might change my mind. Who knows? Okay, so let's take a look at this interrogation tape. Let me just see. Hold on a second.
Okay. This is a property record and receipt. So this is going to read kind of funny, but you'll see. So we seal everything. So seal paper bag containing one pair of dirty Thor good boots, size 7.5 mins. And then on down. So we took the clothing that you had mentioned that you possibly could have been wearing the day you're on the bridge.
Okay.
And then we also took some knives.
Okay.
We took your car. And then we also took a weapon, a SIG 40, right?
Okay.
Right there. I used to be a Beretta guy. I was in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Stopped at Berettas. And then when I first got on the state police, we had Berettas as well. And then we went to Glocks for a little bit.
Sure.
And then we went to SIGs.
I was trying to think of what we even had. I think the Berettas were probably coming out before I got out. Because they used to have the old 45s.
Beretta?
No, they were
Springfield.
I have no idea, honestly. They were the one government issued 45s. Yeah.
Yeah, we had I think there were 40 Berettas. And I think when I came on in 2001 in the state police, we had Berettas, but we went to Glocks, not a huge fan of Glocks, but SIGs.
Mm-hmm.
If I could build an indoor range and afford the ammo, I'd shoot that thing every day.
Yeah.
You shoot yours?
I've not had a lot of experience, no.
No?
I mean, target practice here and there. It's probably been, I don't even remember. I haven't shot them in a long time. I know that.
Do they have like an indoor range in Delphi?
No, not that I know of. Honestly, I don't even know where. I haven't looked. There used to be one in Kokomo.
He's trying to find something in
Where you
common
live.
Where
Yeah, and you live in
that they
town,
can
so you
relate
can go out your
to.
back door and shoot it.
No, I probably could. It probably wouldn't be a good idea, but
I live out in the country, so I know my closest neighbor's like 2 miles away, so I shoot mine out there. I got like a ditch. I don't have an indoor range, but I have like a ditch I can shoot and stuff like that. So, like I said, these are the items that we took. These are the items that we're testing. Some tests take longer than others, as you know. So the lab wants me to ask a few questions just about to help us with the testing, and you'll understand when I ask you.
Okay.
So, for example, they took a lot of swabs. They're taking swabs off of everything.
Okay.
So what they want to know is, have you ever loaned anything out that we've taken? And again, I just told you what we took. I realized that, but mostly some of the major items have you ever loaned them out for a significant time? Because if, for example, my buddy's fuel pump went out in his truck, he said, "Hey, can I borrow your old truck?" And I said, "Yeah." He said it's going to be 2 weeks and that being 5 or 6 months. That would be a significant time frame. That my buddy's DNA would be in that truck.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've loaned out for besides your family members? We don't care about your wife's
Not
DNA.
that I can think of.
You never loaned a truck out, or your it's a Ford Focus. Is that what it is?
I mean, if I do, I certainly don't remember. Most of my family has vehicles, so extra vehicles.
Yeah. So. The same thing like my son. He sometimes will come over and leave his coat, and I'll wear it for a couple months or something like that.
Okay.
Or my son-in-law, he'll spend money on guns. He's a gun freak. He likes to buy guns, and then he'll be like, "Hey, can I borrow $500?" And then he'll give me one of his guns as collateral. And then when he gets the money back, anything like that you know of? Okay. So I'll let the lab know that. That's one of the big things. And then, like I said, some of the tests are already back.
Mhm.
I do want to talk to you about one of the tests
Mhm.
that we got the results back. The other thing is, any of these knives or the gun, did you have that the day that you recall having that with you on the day of the 13th when you were out there on the bridge?
Mm-mm. No.
You don't remember if you did or you didn't?
I didn't. I just went out for a short walk that day.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this, Rick. I appreciate you being cooperative with me. I want to talk about the results of your handgun. Okay.
Okay.
So, handguns, as you know, probably, you may know more about them than I do. I don't know a lot, but they're very specific as far as the characteristics of the gun. So the firing pin is different from your firing pin. The extraction device is different from my extraction device. And they're basically what the lab
He's a
has told
cop and
me
he don't know
is that
much
they're like
about guns.
fingerprints. They're specific to that gun and that gun only.
Okay.
Okay. So we took your gun, your 40 cal SIG, and we sent it down there to the lab to have it matched with an item that we located on February the 14th when we found the girls.
Okay.
And that item was a 40 caliber Winchester round. We found that at the scene.
Okay.
The extraction marks on that round
Mm-hmm.
match your gun.
Perfect.
So
This is okay.
just hear me out. I'm just trying to.
I am.
So this is the round. Okay. Those are the extraction marks. That's the best picture of them. There's actually 3 of them. That's the same round that we found. Okay. And like I said, the methodology that they use is scientific, and they were telling me, and this is the report, you can read it if you wish.
I don't need to read it.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help you. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
The prosecutor and the other investigators, they want to see you lock you up, throw away the key. I don't think you're
ridiculous.
Just listen to me for 2 minutes. Let me explain this to you. I'm on your side. I talked to you a little bit out there on the scene. I know you mentioned a couple times you don't want to be the fall guy for this. You also mentioned to me the other day when I was telling you, hey, I want to check the property out, make sure there's no damage, and you said, doesn't matter, it's over. You made comments like that to me that really concerned me.
Sure.
Right. It's concerning.
And what I mean by it's over.
He keeps telling him he's on his side and he's trying to help him, but yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
Is that you've already started something here that there's no backing out of. So you've done, the damage is done, I guess is what I'm saying. That's what I would have been referring to.
Okay, and I agree with that. We have started this. We've been working on this for a long time, and all the evidence is clearly indicating you're involved in this. And listen to me, Rick. I don't believe you should be the fall guy. But all the evidence, you say you're out there. We have witnesses out there. We have your vehicle. We have experts. We have experts that say that's you on the video and that's your voice on the video.
Okay.
Experts, not me. I'm not an expert.
I got you.
Okay. And now we have your round at the scene. Okay. Not on the bridge. You said you're on the bridge.
I don't even know how my bullet would have gotten out there if that's my bullet.
It's without a doubt that this is very scientific. So let me show you a picture of this round where it was found. That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6 inches of one of the dead girls' bodies.
There's no way.
There is.
I'm telling you, there's not.
How did that round get there, Rick?
I don't know how the round got there. What I'm telling you is, if that is truly what you're saying it is, it's not my round.
The scientific experts are saying, I got a report saying that round came from your gun.
Okay, but understand this.
You were on the bridge.
I told you I was on the bridge.
Listen, Right now, like I said, I got a prosecutor and investigators ready to lock
Okay.
you up. And if you don't give us a narrative, if you don't tell us your side of the story, there's two sides to every story. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I get that.
The media is going to portray you as this
I know.
monster, and you don't want your wife.
And it's
your
already
daughter
going to
living.
get there anyway. So
Yeah. So this is your chance to tell us exactly what happened.
unlike some people, most people, I care what people think about me, and
Then you do.
you've already set that ball rolling.
Yeah, but there's only one way to get out in front of it, and that's to tell the truth. What happened that day?
I can't tell you what happened that day.
You can tell us.
How?
There's no doubt in my mind that the evidence clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Are you the mastermind behind this? I don't know.
Mastermind. Okay.
Did somebody else set this up? I don't know, Rick. I want to know. And only you know. The truth will set you free. That's it.
Yeah.
The truth will protect you from the
Well, that's
media.
what I would have thought.
Well, tell the truth. Tell me how this round got next to one of our girls, in between both girls.
I don't know.
You do know. And if you don't tell me, you're going down for this.
Well, okay.
I'm serious. This isn't a joking matter.
I'm not joking.
You're this
Do you
close.
realize what you've done to me? This is like you've talked to the people I work with. You've talked to my neighbors. You know, I've got anxiety. I got all kinds of stress and depression and one of the big things is you can not even think something about me, but if I think you think something about me, it bothers me. And that's already done because people out there already know that you think I did something.
I don't think.
And I didn't. Okay.
Rick, I don't think that. The evidence clearly indicates you're involved.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were in my seat and I had you saying you're out there, witnesses saying you're out there at the same time with the girls, and now after a search warrant of your house, we find a gun, your gun. You own that gun, right?
I do.
When did you buy it?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember. I mean,
2001. I'll
Okay.
check for you. I know a lot of the answers to the questions I'm going to ask you, but I'm just trying to give you the opportunity to be honest. That's
Okay.
why I asked the question. So you bought it in 2001 in Peru.
Okay.
And I asked you if you ever loaned anything out. I gave you scenarios. No. So that's your gun. Either you had that gun or somebody had that gun. Because there's no way that round gets on that property where these two girls were killed without that gun being there. And you're there, your car's there, witnesses say
There is no way a round from my gun was anywhere near the girls, the bridge. It just didn't happen.
And listen, we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you prove.
No, you're trying to accuse me of murdering two little. Calm me down. You asked me a few questions. You asked me what I'm wearing, and I tell you what I think I was probably wearing.
I don't know why that cut out like that. That's weird. Did they edit something out? I don't know. That's weird.
On that day, and then you try to say that I'm saying that's me in that picture, and it's not.
You don't have to say that.
I'm done.
Well, I have a warrant for your DNA. For your DNA first. What do you think I have a warrant for? You know I have a warrant. What?
I figure you're going to arrest me. You obviously think I've done it. The damage is done. Go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Okay. Well,
this doesn't just go away.
I know.
Exactly.
The only person I think can explain all this is you, and you're not explaining it to me.
I don't know what it is you want me to explain.
What were you doing on the bridge? How did your round get there? And why did you kill these two girls? And why were you involved in this? What was your involvement?
I had no involvement.
I don't think, listen, Rick, I don't think you're the one that killed them. I don't think you're the one that stuck the knife in them. Are you?
I didn't.
Are you that guy?
Really?
Are you?
No. Anybody that knows me knows I could never, even if I wanted to do something like that. That's not who I am.
Then what happened?
I can't tell you. How do you expect me to tell you? You want me to make up a story and
No, the truth. The truth is simple. You don't have to make that up. You just go back and tell me the truth.
I
You can't
told
tell me
you.
that this event has not been weighing on you for years and years and years. You're out there.
I told you that. I don't know what you want me to do at this point. I did not murder two little.
I've been so nice.
Oh, let's see.
I've been so nice to you.
Oh, yeah, you're being nice. You're trying to get me to confess to something I had nothing to
I'm
do
trying to
with.
get you to tell the truth. I'm not trying to trick you. I've drawn out what we have. Most of it.
You assume it's the truth, and it's not.
It has to be the truth. The scientists don't lie. The science doesn't lie.
That's awesome.
It's saying that round came from your gun.
I don't understand all
That's
that.
awesome.
All I'm telling you is there's a way that a round from my gun, the one that you took from my house, ended up next to a murder scene or anywhere else. I don't know where you got that bullet. If it came out of my gun.
Right there. That's the round.
Then it didn't come out of my gun.
That round was
Then
collected.
it didn't come out of my gun.
Rick, that round was collected on the 14th of February, 2017.
Okay.
It's been in evidence ever since.
Okay.
All right, and we've compared other weapons to that.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't explain it. I'm just telling you that if that was next to a murder site or anywhere near it, it didn't come out of my gun. And I don't know where you would have got one that did come out of my gun.
Right there. It was there. It was found.
Okay.
And I don't think you realize the severity of this. You realize the death penalty is on the table for this?
You know what? I don't really care about living at this point. I've dealt with not wanting to live for 7, 8 years now. It's been a long fucking battle. And with what you guys have done to me, kill me. I don't give a fuck. You'll make my wife rich. So
is that what she wants? Is that what your daughter wants?
They don't want any of this to even be happening.
Wow.
Exactly.
I can't turn this
Exactly.
back. You were there. You're there.
Yep.
The experts say that's you on the video.
Okay.
The experts are saying you said down the hill to the girls. The experts are saying all this. That all the evidence indicates you were out there. The witnesses saw you. The witness saw you. You said you didn't see anybody else on the bridge, but there was a girl that walked up, a lady that walked up and saw you on the platform, right?
Okay.
You didn't see her, and then right after that, these two girls that end up dead minutes later walk by her, and she looks back and sees them passing you. You're the last person to have contact with Abby and Libby. Your weapon, your gun out of your weapon is.
I've never contacted Abby and Libby. I've never even met them.
That day. Why? Who said
I
this?
didn't.
That's all I want to know is the truth. You're not willing.
I told you the truth. Do what you need to do.
Okay. Well, let me get I have the warrant here for your DNA, and then let me step out and see. And they'll come in and swab you with it.
That's fine.
Well, I'm trying to help you. But, all right, I think they got the warrant, so hang on one second.
It's like he keeps looking at that photo where you can see Abby's leg right there. That's, ooh, I don't know. That's weird and creepy to me.
All right, Rick, this is the warrant right now we have for to collect your DNA. Tuxedo's gonna do it.
Okay.
I have to read it to you. To law enforcement, reference DNA standard vehicle swab. You're hereby authorized and ordered in the name of the state of Indiana to take a DNA standard of Richard M. Allen by vehicle swab. So basically, I'll just swab the inside of your cheek.
Okay.
Compare that to any DNA that we have. Okay. You are further ordered to any means necessary to seize Richard Allen and to take a vehicle swab. You're being cooperative, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you aren't, we could get it any means necessary. To compare to evidence of the crime. You are furthermore ordered to seize such property or any part thereof found on such search, and that you bring the same or any part therefore with before me to be disposed of according to law. So basically, we take it, we can't dispose of until the judge says so.
Okay.
So we'll keep this. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything in your mouth?
No.
No. Sorry, turn your way for me. Just turn your body.
Just turn my body.
Yeah. All right, open your mouth. Other side. Ridiculous.
Well, ball's in your court, Rick.
You just took my DNA.
So what you were telling me out there, it's over, huh?
The damage is done. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you think this is funny and you keep laughing. Maybe it's just a nervous laugh. I don't know, but I'm trying to help you. Yes. Why is all this evidence clearly indicating that you're involved?
I can't tell you that. And what you're talking to me about is a bullet that was found by the murder scene next to.
It's more than just that. You have to listen to me for just 2 minutes straight. Just forget about everything else. Okay? The girls have a video of you. Experts are saying without a doubt that is you on the bridge, that is your voice. How they do it, I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. You have 5 witnesses that see you out there on the bridge with the girls.
Don't see that.
Right? Why don't you see that? I'm not lying to you.
Because it didn't happen.
It did happen.
There could have been somebody that seen me that I didn't see. What I'm telling you is they didn't see me anywhere near the girls or anybody else because I wasn't around anybody that day. So I'm done answering. Like, I know you're trying to trick me into saying
No, I'm
that.
not tricking you.
Like, I don't care how stressed out I get. I'm not going to fucking admit to something that I had nothing to do with.
I'm not asking you to do.
But he
I'm not trying to
does.
trick you.
I didn't.
Listen, I have a full hand of cards here. I'm not laying all my cards on the table.
Okay.
I'm telling you bits and pieces, hoping that you will realize that without a doubt, we have you out there at the time of the merger. It clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Clearly.
It does not. There is nothing that you could have that's going to indicate me because I wasn't out there.
And you don't think that you're around like 6 inches away?
I know that a round from my gun did not end up at a murder scene.
You're wrong.
Okay.
And the proof is right here.
I don't
Wow.
believe it. I mean,
Well, you're going to.
I'm not.
You're going to.
You said you didn't want to be the fall guy. You're being the fall guy because you won't give us your side of the story. The truth.
I don't care.
You should care.
You're not going to prove I did something I didn't do.
You're exactly right. We're not. We're going to prove what you did. Your involvement in this.
Involvement. What was my involvement?
You tell me. You were there.
And I told you I had nothing to do with it. I told you I never even seen it.
I wasn't there. I'm not on video. 4 witnesses didn't see me. 4 or 5 witnesses didn't see me out there, and I can.
Me either.
And my round wasn't out of my gun. Wasn't 6 inches away from a dead girl's foot.
Mine either.
I'm telling you, you're living in this world,
Okay.
and I don't know why. I'm showing you some of the evidence that we have. And I'm giving you the opportunity to give your narrative, because if you don't, they're going to make it up. And you know, the media, not even media is mild compared to social media.
Sure.
Is going to portray you as this monster. Are you a monster?
Compared to social media.
You've already talked.
When you get arrested for
It
this?
doesn't even matter because I actually care about what people think.
Yeah, you do.
I said I do. I actually care about what people think. That's why.
So do I. That's
You've
why
already done the damage. How am I supposed to? Never mind.
No, please talk to me.
I just
Clear this up in my head.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to act like this never happened.
You can't. You can't.
I'm not saying the murder. I'm saying
That's exactly what you're saying. Your conscience is trying to tell you this is the day. This is the time. This is the time to get out in front of this, Rick. You made a mistake. You got in the middle of this. You got in the middle of this. You cannot explain all the evidence away. And you're saying, "Oh, that's not me. I'm just telling you what we have. Some of what we have.
Okay.
And we're still working on other things.
Okay.
But
I'm not going to tell you I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to say.
End of story.
And I appreciate that. What did you do? What is your involvement? Who else? I have 100 different questions, but if you're not willing to tell the truth, It's a waste of your time and mine. And you're going down for something that you have maybe some involvement in. Maybe this is all you.
Where's this guy that's saying that I helped him?
You tell me. I'm not saying that. Did I say today that
You were saying that I was involved. Well, if I didn't do it, but I'm involved, what are you saying? If you got somebody saying I helped them do it, they're fucking crazy.
Okay. I never said that. Did I? I just said you're involved. What is your involvement? Is that a theory that some people may have that
I don't know.
I just want you to tell me all the truth. I just want you to be just completely honest with me.
If you're gonna arrest me, arrest me. I'm not talking anymore. This is ridiculous.
I need a lawyer.
Maybe you
That's what you're supposed to
appreciate my
say.
effort to help you. I mean, apparently you don't, because after today I can't help you.
I understand that.
You do understand that.
I don't need your help.
I need a lawyer.
You need help. You don't think any of this is important?
I think that nothing that you have is going to show me anywhere near the murder of 2 little girls. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, we do have that.
You don't. It's not possible.
It is possible.
Whatever.
Well, I apologize.
I've already been dealing with bullshit, having to worry about what you've said to my neighbors, what you've said to the people I work with. That's more than I want to deal with. I'm not going to sit here and do this.
Okay. All right, sit tight.
Whoops.
Hey,
Okay. Okay, so that was part 1. Tomorrow we'll go over part 2, and then we'll listen to the confession calls from jail. All right, that's all I have today. Thanks for watching. What do you guys think? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think he's innocent? Leave me a comment. Thanks for watching my videos. Peace.